YouTube? What's poppin'? It's your boy MBM and I am him. Yo, we back with another banger. So guess what? I'm about to teach you cats how to master your track after you finish mixing. So I'm gonna take you step by step, man. I ain't gonna skip a thing. If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button. Make sure you tap that bell notification. That'll keep you in tune with all the latest content I drop. Leave a comment below. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. To get this channel growing and going. Let's tap into it, man. Let's get you to mastering your tracks after you finish mixing. Let's get it. All right, man, so let's get to it. So the first thing you're gonna do is, so you already got your track, you already got your plugins on it, everything you wanna use. You did your gain staging. Me, personally, I know that all these are pretty cool where I need them to be. And then, is my voice on? Nah. Whoa, what is that? How'd that get on my voice? All right. Yeah, so pretty much what we're gonna do is we just wanna balance our track now to get it to where we want it to push. And what I like to do is I like to use ozone. When this is on, I'm not gonna talk much because I get a delay, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'll play it. All right, man, so I had to come with a whole nother thing. All right, so now we really live. I was like, hold on, why my voice was sounding like that? So what I like to do is I like to look at the meter right here, the threshold. I don't pull anything down. Just remember you can use true peak to keep your mix from peaking and stuff like that if you a person that's worried about that. Now, let's see. So I'm gonna start bringing in my sounds one by one, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with my instruments first, like my piano, the harp, the lead, and stuff like that, but I'm gonna bring them in mono. So that way when I'm bringing them in mono, I can balance it the way I want to. I can get it to sound how I want it to sound. So let's start mono. So what I'm doing right now, so pretty much what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at this meter right here. Now I don't want this meter to be tapping all the way up here because I want to use this to bring down to actually master our track. So I don't want the 808, the clap, or the kick to be sitting up here when I'm mixing. I kind of want everything to be nice and subtle. So when we do get ready to bring everything up, it's gonna sound nice and good. That's why it's so good to gain stage, so that way you can get every instrument sounding right and everything to like around the same level. So up in here, like I told you, I don't want my beat hitting all the way up here. You can see what I'm talking about. I'll play it again. Because what I'm going to end up doing is, during the master, I'm going to add the low-end plug-in on here to kind of give it a little more in that area. So, and therefore, just copy everything I do got right here and have it the same way I got it, so you'll know what to do. And then next, I'm going to open up the WLM meter. So this meter is a target of what I want to do. So I want my song to be hitting around -9, maybe in that direction, maybe a little lower with, using a bus compressor and stuff like that. So I'm going to pay attention to the short term and the long term. And these two should hit around -9, maybe -8, whatever. In that range, that's where I want it. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Now we hitting where I want it to be. That's exactly where I want to go with it, and that's what I want. I want it around -9. So when I do put my beat up, if I want to sell it or whatever, the audience hear it and they can vibe to it, and it makes it, it just sounds a lot better when the 808 and stuff is hitting. But what I tend to do too is I'm gonna add, let's see, we're gonna go to low end focus. This is what I'm gonna add. So I'm going to keep this up, and then we're going to mess around with this just to give that bottom a little more bump in it, a little more punch. So let's play it. Now remember to add a bus compressor, because I do have a bus compressor on here, which is SSL native. And like I said, with this one, I'm actually able to use the actual plug-in mixer. So right here, you can see that I do have it on, but I don't have any of the dynamics on, which, the compressors and stuff like that, I don't have on, as you can see. And then another thing, you want your bus compressor to be hitting, like I would say just a little bit past 0, negative 2 dB in that area. You don't want to go to 4, or you're going to be squashing the whole song and you're just going to mess everything up. So you definitely want to hear. And then if you're using SSL comp, then you can, follow these same settings. I don't see the instruments moving, but that's okay. I'm not here for that. So yeah, make sure you add a bus compressor to it so that way you can get the whole feel. And you're able, by adding a bus compressor, you're just pretty much giving yourself more headroom, being able to push that beat even more. Because to be honest, if I want to, I can actually push this track further than what it is right now by doing what I'm doing. So, and then, I have a phase meter to just check my correlation, which I think the correlation should be fine. Let's check it out though. So you can see how my correlation is going. I'm not getting any phase issues in this song or whatever. So if you start getting any type of phase issues and your correlation start bouncing over to the left a little bit, like up in this area, then you definitely want to go back and check for phase issues, check your snares, check instruments that you may have recorded in the same room and stuff like that. And then you can kind of use a phase invert, and then that'll help you guys out if you got a phase issue. So I just told you how to correct your phase issue right there without doing a tutorial. You feel me? And then, so let's hit the before and after. And then after that, man, we pretty much done, man. So this is before. So that really just, that really gives your track life, man. It gives it meaning. So when people go hear it, they play it in their car, it's bumping in a car. That's why it's always good to put some distortion on the 808, and that's why I tend to use the black box, because it has great distortion. This to me is probably one of the best distortion plugins that's out there. I hate to say it, and I've tried a lot, but I love black box. Analog design is super dope. And what else here? What else we got, man, that we didn't touch? I think we touched everything, man. Yeah, and then, you guys, man, shout out to H-Law for showing me how to do that tape stop, man. I'm going to do a tutorial on that, man, using a tape stop. Check it out. Yeah. And then from there, man, I'm going to show you how to do tape stops to put in your tracks, to make your tracks more, bouncy, or just, just a whole different vibe, man, stutters and stuff like that. And, man, it's your boy MBM. I hope y'all guys learned how to master your beat, man. I showed you step by step on how to do it. There's other ways also, and I'm going to give you all the game. Man, it's been great. It's been good. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification. That'll keep you in tune with all the latest content. Man, enough talking, man. I am out.